I really wanted to be on yesterday, bro, with some of them topics, dog.
Why? Yeah, I see you, but I was telling the Q, but the panel kept being full, and I was like, oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to.
Yeah, because a lot of meat was left on that bone. It was the intro. I don't even remember the topic no more, but I just remember y'all left a lot of meat on that bone, bro.
What do you mean? You talking about the Michelle Obama and Barack Obama thing?
Yeah.
All right, so let's pivot for a minute. We can come back to the Trump conversation.
Yeah.
Let me know what's your thoughts on Michelle Obama. All right, so for the sake of conversation, let me pull up a video for you guys. So hopefully we can go from there. I'm gonna pull up a video for you guys so that we can have this conversation in full. See if I can share something. 2K got me pivoting quick.
Jared, what to do, my girl?
Come back to Trump. Let's start with this.
Hey, 2K.
So let's start here. I didn't know if y'all wanted to even address this last night, but we'll start here. I'm gonna play this video. And this is what was going on or what's happening in Obama gallivanting throughout the town and in Washington, D.C. during, before, after the inauguration and all of that.
Barack Obama is in Washington, D.C. for the inauguration, having dinner at a restaurant called Osteria Moza in a private room. And people are reporting that he's with an unidentified woman that is not Michelle Obama. Now, of course, this could be somebody in politics, but with divorce rumors swirling and the Jennifer Aniston rumors swirling, the plot definitely thickens. As always, I want to hear what you think.
All right, so in a general sense, I ain't gonna deep dive too hard into it and plan a whole lot of videos. But in a general sense, everybody is falling out at the idea of Obama out here in these streets. Obviously, Michelle Obama skipped out on several different things, including inauguration, Jimmy Carter's funeral, and all of that, and divorce rumors or trouble in their relationships is swirling. Go ahead, 2K. Give us your thoughts.
Now, it ain't just my thoughts, bro. It was just a lot. And then yesterday was Martin Luther King's Day. And the significance of that, we'll never have Martin Luther King's Day if it wasn't for the sacrifice of Coretta Scott King. Okay? Because when the scandals were coming down after Martin Luther King got caught cheating, because you got to understand. No, Slimmy, I promise, don't shake your head, bro. It's true. Like any other woman, Coretta Scott King had the chance to take down a legend. Martin Luther King is not the legend he is today if Coretta Scott King go to the newspaper with the information sent to her by the CIA about her husband's affairs, especially with the white women. So that just let me know that that's who need a day, Coretta Scott King, because she kept it together. When you see something like this, Michelle Obama won't even attend the inauguration, and her nigga's the former president. That lets you know how much trouble we are in as men. Now, Anton, I have proposed this question to you so many times.
To me?
Now, yes, the plot thickens. What can you do to a woman in 2025? And you know who's aware of that question? Michelle Obama. She's aware of it, bro. Did just go to the testament of how hard it is to deal with a woman in 2025. We're gonna have to get an executive order on beating you.
Oh shit! It's different. It's different now, 2K. I think that you may have had a valid point, and I'm gonna let Slimmy jump in on this. I'm gonna just throw this out there first. You may have had a valid point back when Martin Luther King was in existence. Today, I don't think that it matters anymore. But go ahead, Slimmy. I'll jump into it later. Go ahead, Slimmy. Do your thing.
I don't really have much to say. I started shaking my head because I knew this nigga was gonna come up here and advocate for this domestic violence shit, man. I knew he was gonna find a way to jump in that bag, man.
No, Slimmy, you looking at it wrong. You saying domestic violence. I call it corrective training.
Hey, whatever you want to call it, beat your bitch up, smack my bitch up, whatever you want to call it. It's domestic violence, nigga.
Domestic violence is when you can't get a woman to do something for you. Let's just say you just can't get her to. you having a bad day, you just come home and beat the that's domestic violence.
2K the only person that can censor herself.
Bro, that's not just domestic. Domestic violence can be if your woman beat your ass.
I get that, but forget that, okay? My thing is,
I think what 2K is saying is domestic violence is that there's an intention behind it. If your intention is because you're mad, then it's a little different than if your intention is to correct the matter.
Listen, what Michelle Obama is doing to Barack is reputational violence. You know how bad dudes get talked to who can't control they. You know the type of respect. Like right now, if Anton seen me, if Anton seen Sarah talking to me like a, ain't no coming back from that. There's no coming back. I have to beat her on sight just because Anton is right there.
That's crazy.
That's what Michelle Obama is doing to Barack. She is reputationally she beating him. So just tell me y'all ain't lost no respect for Barack.
Hell no, man. I'm glad he came back to the straight side, man.
Listen, man, y'all
nigga probably dealing
I
with
lost
some women
respect
now.
for Michelle.
No, you lost it for Barack too. You just don't know you lost it. Nigga, you can't.
Nah,
I lost it for Michelle.
I'm gonna throw some. Okay, Carrie, you go ahead. Tell me why you lost it for Michelle.
Because if you're still married, then you need to be by your man's side. Like right now, during the funeral, during the inauguration, no, that was a petty move. That was a petty move. Without having any other information,
I agree
that
with
was a
you,
petty
Carrie.
move. And 2K, I gotta say, until you got to all the DV stuff, your first point was actually quite interesting. That is kind of telling of where we are today, because I'm sitting here, I'm like, everybody's wife is Bill and Hillary are right there, and Obama is sitting here by himself yet again. Like, that looks crazy.
Bro,
yeah, he did look crazy.
Listen, we forget about how Obama in a book he explained how Michelle almost hated him for 10 years straight. And he just endured.
Yeah, that's crazy to even put that in the book, though.
And he just endured it.
Hey,
he just endured it.
Man. That's his fault.
I think that Obama is in a very, very similar situation as far as dealing with the type of woman that he's dealing with. That Will Smith was in. I'll go on further. I think that Obama is in a situation that maybe not as egregious like Jada out here crashing out like she did, but I think that Obama and most men, and we pedestalize a lot of these guys because they're such visible and they've done such incredible things as far as breaking the barriers and being incredible actors and all of this stuff. I would say I think that the majority of men, at least black men, are going through something very similar to most of these guys.
No, this what's going on. Yesterday, the verdict came home about the strong, independent woman. The verdict is out. It is not sustainable, bro. If this nigga, the former president of the United States, dog, if his chick can violate him, the verdict is out on strong women. I don't want to say strong black women because any female that's strong need to be gone. Any. The verdict is out, bro. Cause we got to blow their ass up. They got to go.
Dear Lord.
A strong woman has no place in the earth, bro. Don't nose on the island, bro. I don't have time to be worried about no hard
Listen, man. 2K, man, you got to calm the fuck down, bro. You gonna fuck up single men like me. You gonna fuck up our action, man. You can't be saying this type shit.
Slimmy, you don't deal with these women. That's why you don't deal with them.
I don't deal with them either.
You don't trying to be raising no pit bulls.
I don't deal with them.
No, what the thing is, like, at some point, you gotta have women like Molly and Carrie have the loudest voice in the room. You know what I'm saying? That's just
wait. Let's back up for a minute. Carrie, don't say anything. Do y'all think that Carrie is a strong woman behind the scenes?
No.
The one that the type that 2K is describing.
The
No, I
reason
think she.
why-
I think in her she be crying and shit. And she like real soft.
Karen not even strong on camera. The reason why I never go on me, I never get on Carrie case is because she got feminine energy. I can't yell at no Carrie.
Yep.
I feel
So
like
do y'all think that
she'll
the
go
Carrie
cry to her
that-
husband like 2K said.
Hold on. Do y'all think that the Carrie that we get here is very similar to the Carrie that her husband gets?
yeah, I think that's I think Carrie's Carrie.
That's a good question. I don't know. I gotta know
mean-
what he look like. Is that nigga like 6'5"? Like what he look like?
Well, the thing is though, she gonna have
If
a
that
little bit
nigga
more
short,
pushback.
gosh, he be deep on
You got a
little bit
mixed
more
bag
pushback
in the
because-
chat. The chat is saying yes, no, yes, no, yes, no.
Carrie's Carrie. I don't think Carrie can fake that. Because if her husband ever seen her being that submissive to us, now they got a problem in house. Carrie's
Well,
Carrie.
not that nigga like
Okay,
5'3"
so
and
wait.
ain't shit. Not
Before
saying
we
that's
get
about your husband,
before
but-
we get Carrie's perspective, same question. Do you think that the Molly that we get here is very similar to the Molly that her husband gets
nigga,
offline?
Nigga, she pop out and pop off, nigga.
I think Molly.
Shut up,
listen,
nigga.
I can't put my finger on it. I think Molly is the same person, but Molly live a double life.
I think, I'm right there with you, 2K. Yup.
If Molly was a stripper.
No, not like that. Not like that.
Molly live a double life. Cause I'm telling you this, cause Molly I know I can see it on her face. Molly too quiet, bro, for no reason. She done went through something.
I'm quiet because of who my husband's family is. Like you gotta move different in certain situations. So
But we don't know
it's
your
just a
husband's
certain way I
family.
wouldn't carry myself
Molly,
because
We
I
don't know
can't.
nothing about you, Molly, besides
you
your
ever
name
been
is
a
Molly
Molly
and you got a
girl?
white dude. We don't know nothing about nothing else.
But is that a bad thing? Because a lot of times, based off of what we see on the internet and Instagram and all of that stuff, sometimes is it necessary for women to have a bit of mystery to them in order for us to really appreciate them or to still look at them a certain way?
I'll call it what it is.
No, I'm asking.
Is it necessary for a woman to been and had that whole phase? Because that shit come with experience.
That wasn't the question, but I got you. Go ahead.
That's what it is.
That was,
I need to know you've been a hoe before. That's what it is. What?
Because I have tattoos.
How did you get the
I got
tattoo?
tattoos in high school, so we got to throw that. I spent a lot of time in rock bars and tattoo parlors.
All I heard
growing up,
was you
so
learned at a young age. Okay, that's all I heard.
tattoos, yeah. I used to want to do tattoos.
okay, so hold on 1 second. Let's hold on 1 second. We got to get to our original culprit, Carrie. Carrie is what you don't have to answer or go into detail on that like that. What do you think that is accurate that you what did y'all say? Y'all said she is or she isn't?
She is.
She the same?
Yeah.
Carrie, are you the same?
Yeah, I am. But I was honest. Like, I've had to grow. I've definitely had to grow to getting to how I am.
You had to grow
now.
or you had to be trained?
Probably both. Probably both. Like both. I had to grow to be trained. I had to be trained. Yeah, both.
How many times did you
because I was raised to be a strong woman by my dad.
Yeah,
so
same.
unless like and most of my mentors were strong older men. So I had to learn how to like chill out.
How many times did you have to learn through failure? Because Anton said something yesterday that resonated with my whole life. You could put this shit in the Bible in red letters. Anton said that every
The
time.
red letters is when Jesus spoke.
Yes, nigga. It was that prolific. Anton said when every time a man like tell you not to do something, you do it, he let you do it anyway.
I know what he's saying.
He lose a bit of trust for you.
Yeah.
Man, he could have put that shit in the Bible, Anton. I'm pretty sure God would have been mad at all. Because it's so true. Like If I gotta keep letting you bump your head, I'm losing respect for you every time. Like I'll let you bump your head sometime, but if you just gonna be a hard head, I can't do it.
I will say this. I believe that all women are different than their presentation layer. And I'm not saying like they hard-headed or difficult to deal with different, but all women are just different. I think that they all got their own set of trauma. I think that they all got their own insecurities. And I believe that it take a certain type of guy to unlock them. And the presentation layer that they give to the world is completely different than what they are vulnerable, what they like when they're vulnerable. All of them. And that doesn't mean that they're unruly. It just means that breaking down their vulnerabilities, you would get a different woman every time, 100% of the time.
Yeah.
100% of the time.
Yeah. I used to be a lot more mean, and then eventually I kind of had to get a little bit softer, especially because I think it's with society how it is now. Men kind of need for women to be women again and to be more feminine. And I think with so many women being so masculine, it helps me kind of just stay more mindful of how I'm coming off and presenting myself, especially in front of men, because y'all do like when women are more pleasant and softer and not so
Absolutely.
hard and hard on
Absolutely.
this, outside. So that was something I know I had to develop over time.
It's an art. Listen,
100%.
I was watching a TV show where this dude got cheated on. And so soon as his girl came in the room, as soon as he came in the room, the girl stood up. And this how important being feminine is. The girl was like, hey, I'm sorry. And then came in and gave that nigga a hug. Nigga was like, hey man, we'll just talk about it in the car. Like the femininity, like it neutralized them.
It is. It's y'all superpower.
Yeah.
100%.
It neutralized the nigga. He couldn't even do nothing.
The minute that a woman tells me she's sorry and she gonna do better, it don't even fucking matter what you did. I'll be like, you know what?
Promise. Fuck you. But
Seriously, that's the honest to God truth. And that's why I be trying to tell women, like, you don't have to fucking stand on business. Your goal is to win. Honest to God, the minute that a woman will say, I'm sorry, you know what? I'm gonna do things differently. I'm gonna do better, or I'm gonna do different. I could be wrong, but her neutralizing me, I'll be like, you know what? I was off on that shit. For real. Like, seriously, it just y'all superpower. I don't know why. And I see this amongst black women and white women. I see it more and more from white women every single day. I don't know why they feel like they got to stand on business. That is a losing proposition in every single scenario. You cannot win. It is impossible. Even when you thought you won, you're going to lose long term.
Listen, our
Anton,
job.
it's funny. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm for the. Our job so much to protect you is even from us. So we might be pissed off at you, but you say you sorry, so let me protect you even from me. How y'all that on business? Y'all lose.
Listen, that's cool for the married men up here. Hell yeah, I feel you. Single men don't fall for that bullshit.
It works across the board, bro.
Fall for that I'm sorry bullshit.